Hey everybody, I'm Yvonne Williams with Back to Earth Creations, and in today's live stream, I'm actually taking a break from my Spyro costume for the first time in since February 2nd. So this should be nice. Boom, 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 boom. Hey Shirley, how's it going? Hey Forging S'mores. So glad to see you in here. You are gorgeous, by the way. I'm loving your Instagram feed, 100%. Hey Tashers, hey Colleen. But yeah, I'm taking a bit of a break from working on my Spyro for at least half an hour. Like, I've got to give myself a bit of a break somewhere. But that doesn't mean that we're not going to talk about it. Hey Sabrina, hey Danielle, hey Christy. We do have some mail opening today. Youth Squad, what's up, Derpy? We do have some mail opening today, so that's going to be really fun. I'm really excited. There's a really big box. Ooh, big box. So I'm excited. What's this box? And Mirandy's here doing the moderating. But yeah, just because I'm not working on the costume doesn't mean I'm not going to be talking about it. Woo! Oh God, I'm not stopping. Ow. Over here, our house slants this direction. So, So this is my Spyro table. It doesn't have everything Spyro related on it for the costume, and yes, I'm petty and basic and have 2 pairs of shoes for this costume. Hey Erin, oh my gosh, we've been missing you. I hope you're doing well. But I gotta show you guys something super cool. Are you ready? Now you can't really tell. You can? Maybe if my body shadows it. Guys! Randy and I learned how to... It's ugly, don't look at it. But we learned how to string LEDs. Like how to do the wiring and stuff. And that's the hardest thing I've done since math. Oh, that was hard.
It wasn't that difficult.
Shut up, Randy. I'd love to hear more about how amazing you are, except for it shames me. Because I couldn't, you guys. Now, I was trying really hard to...
2 hours.
You got food on your face.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm saving it for later.
I believe it.
I get it.
Yeah. I love you.
You're lying to
You
me.
did... No, I'm not lying to you. You did do really good yesterday. Like, he inspired me with his ability to follow rules and instructions and get it done. But I was trying to do like my LEDs in a sequence, and I have 3-volt LEDs, and I was using a 9-volt battery, and it could not.
ISTJ.
Huh?
ISTJ.
ISTJ?
Yeah. That inspired you with my ISTJ.
Oh yeah, we did a personality test. We'll get there. But I kept trying to wire them up on a circuit, and I could not get more than 3 to work, even with resistors put in. So Randy went through and did them in a parallel, which now we can get up to 5 to work. And I say that because we haven't tried more than 5. But
we've all been there.
We've all been there. Sorry, we've also been watching Sammy J and Randy, the comedians from Australia, who are hilarious. Man, I love being here for these live streams. I really need to laugh. Oh, right on, Christy. No, it's not family friendly very much, but what is nowadays, really? But yeah, so we got the greaves wired. We got the back of the corset wired, which just comes up like that. Because I wanted everything to be fully accessible. Yeah, it comes up like this, and then we just flip the switch, and the horns down the back. Come on. But, yeah, okay, so about the personality test, it was recommended to us to me, to be like, well, what's your Myers-Briggs personality? And I was like, what?
Pretty sure I'm an NSFT.
Yeah, NSFW is my personality type. But no, Randy and I, we were snuggling in bed, and we took the personality tests, and we're... Not that we needed tests to verify this, but absolute and complete opposite in like our thought patterns and our behaviors. And Kira says INTP here, 4% of the population, only 1 of which is female. Holy crap. Womp womp. What were you, babe? ISTJ? For the life of me, I can't remember mine. Because I made the joke to Randy that I was like, NSFW, and he's like, that I don't, what? How long do the batteries last? I'm not entirely certain, Joe. We haven't tested them yet. We were going to get the tail strung, and then...
It'll be the longest.
Because it's the longest with 7 LEDs running off of 2 of these 3-volt batteries. So we figured we'd test that one, and then that way we don't have to worry about draining all of our batteries. In theory, that's the theory. Hey, Amy. Hey, Becca. Right, Spirit, and that's what we were thinking too, is that like it's worked out pretty well. But it has taken a lot of communicating and a lot of patience on both of our parts to just empathize that it's okay to be different from each other. Introverted, sensing, thinking, yep. I'm trying to remember. I took a screenshot of it, but I didn't send it to you, did I, babe?
No, you never did.
It was like intuitive
I can't remember
feeling.
No. The second one was N because it was naggy.
No, that was for intuitive though. Because the N and the I was capitalized.
No.
Yes, huh?
I'm the one that came up with it.
Oh!
But I can't remember if it was naggy.
ENFP?
Something.
That sounds pretty close.
Yeah.
I'm just agreeable today. Sure. Bonjour. Hey, Sam. Okay, so we are going to be doing...
ENFP. Elegant, naggy, female person. That's you.
So, empathetic, intuitive, pissy.
We've all been there.
We've all been there. Randy is very introverted. But the thing is Randy was very high percentage, all of his personality results. Like, one of them was like 56% judgy, I think it was. Like, you're super judgy.
Yeah.
According to the test. He's like, yes, I am.
I is paladin. I is judgy.
I is paladin. And then all of mine, like, my highest percentage was like 17. And then everything under that was a single-digit percentage. So I was like, I don't know what this means. Except for that.
You did like 20% something.
20% something.
What's the other one?
The second one, V. Williams. So we're going to open up some mail. But first I'm going to dump some coffee into my body. Do y'all like collecting figures? I'm obsessed with Kinder Joy surprise toys. We don't as much. If it's not craft supplies, I don't buy it. Or plants. I like plants. Or like pants. I like pants.
I know he'd be judging me every day.
Oh! At this point, Nina, Randy talks to you more than he talks to me.
Yeah, just about it.
Just about it, yeah. Sometimes they can only see 3 comments at a time. Small phone screens. Yeah, sorry. If you have a question and I keep missing you, please put at and then Yvonne Williams. Like I do like incense too, Sunday girl. But sorry, at Yvonne Williams, just like how my screen name is, and that'll highlight it in orange. And Randy or I will be more likely to see it. Yeah, but I like making those better than buying them now. Okay, so our very first package. Mary says, just wanted to stop in and say hi to you both. I have a dreaded doctor's appointment. Dun, dun, dun. Gotta go. Sending you both healing vibes. Well, thanks, Mary. Have fun at your doctor's appointment.
Star asks, so how much more do you have to do on your costume? And how much have you done? It looks like you're about finished.
We are coming into the final parts. We still have to finish. I have a thing for this. Because I'm practicing being more like Randy. Or organized and sensible. So I made a list. And I have a highlighter. So for the staff. Uh-oh. There we go. I didn't quite push off hard enough. This is the staff topper.
Enjoy today's video.
What? Oh, your video? Yeah, Randy had to reshoot that 3 times.
It's only 6 hours of my life.
I just Googled Myers-Briggs test. But yeah, this is the staff topper, and the wiring is there. The housing is outside I need to do. another layer of paint on it. But I need to finish painting the connector that the batteries get hidden in. Um, and then and then do the epoxy sculpt on the base and get all of that painted, and then that is finished. The gauntlet is finished, except for I need to cram in some epoxy sculpt underneath. That way, when the lights are on, I don't want light to be coming out of the sides. And I tried stuffing it with foam, but that looks messy. So I decided I'm just gonna cram some stuff in there. But guys, it glows, and it has a little switch. Beep, boop, beep, boop. So that gauntlet's done. For the shoes, I still need to put spikes down the back. So these ones, again, it's going to be another epoxy sculpt type day. And then I'm making an interchangeable toe cap that has spikes like this, but a little bit smaller coming out for the toes. So I need to do that to both the shoes, as well as paint the underbelly on this one. We finished the corset. The corset is 100% done. So you saw the back side of it. That's her tum-tum. Spyro the tum-tum. For the wings, these bad boys, I still need to do the foam. I did the airbrushing with the orange that the camera doesn't pick up that well on, but it fluoresces, which makes me really happy. We still need to do the foam overlay and spining, and then set the LEDs and horns up in the top. Hopefully that won't be too heavy.
You'll get to see it when it's done.
Yeah, we'll see it when it's done. Yeah. Amy says, is Randy going to be in charge of turning you on? Yup. Always. What?
We've all been there.
We've all. I like to be able to do it myself, but it's good to have the help of a close friend. Right on, Maria. Thank you. I'm really glad you like what we do. Fruit roll-ups. Oh, really, Jody? Right on. So yeah, that's the wings. I got all of the fabrics. Wrecking into stuff. Well, naked mannequin alert, but I got the skirt and the arms. Warning, boobs. As well as, sorry, I'll just censor the titties. There we go. I got the skirt and everything done. And those greaves don't go with this. Those are for a different outfit. But sorry if I've warped your fragile mind with bazingas. Nice teats. Wanna breed? So I still need to do the wiring in the head, tail, and possibly the toes, because I think I want them to glow. Not in the hallway. Of course it's done. I still need to make the necklace. Well, the thing is, Tashers, is she's made completely out of plastic. So if she didn't have perky bobs, I'd be like, why? It would be so off-putting if they were the only thing that were realistically affected by gravity. Gotcha. Thank you so much, Daniel. I'm so excited. How often do you clean/change your tumbler? Every time. I put fresh compound in it every single time, because basically everything I put in there is filthy. So for the belt, we have that drafted out over here on the table. So I finally got the pattern drafted, but I need to cut and tool and do everything to the leather, and it's not going to be glowing, I don't think. Thanks, Adam. Right, Leanne. Willow is an underrated movie. It's fantastic. Probably one of my favorite movies of all time. Got ready to duct tape bra and there's no Tata issues. It'd be different if she had realistic nicknoops, but thanks, Melissa. Then for the tail,
I'm just impressed with the amount of words substituted
for breasts.
For breasticles.
Breasticles, chesticles. I have to resew the belly plate, wire the top plate, and get that attached for the tail. The greaves, I still need to figure out the whole front half. And then figure out how I'm going to do the makeup. And
have you ever wired animal paws?
I haven't. Though, honestly, at this point, LED wiring seems to be LED wiring.
I mean, after we get done with the helmet, we'll be real close to it.
So I recommended you to someone on Instagram the other day. Is having difficulty making a leather corset. Right on, Percy. Thank you. I've been so like I was trying to do. I called it my big pig because it's my business Instagram big and then personal Instagram pig pig. Get it? Yay. And then posting on Patreon and Back to Earth Creations, the Facebook business page. And I haven't done that in like 2 weeks. I am so behind on like social media and stuff, but because I just had to know after you guys started talking about it.
INFTP. Well, how'd you get a fifth number?
Yeah, how do you get a fifth one? Okay, before I get distracted again, I'm going to start opening mail. This one is from Daniel Klingen. Ah.
I love how you get distracted by being distracted, and then that distracts you, but you still get it all done. Respect.
It's a miracle that I get anything done. Not gonna lie, but thank you. Are your shoes gonna light up? I hope so, Garner. I really hope so. Okay. It's hello, Randy Vaughn.
Hello.
I was watching your video at 11 p.m. last night, and on the drawing, you called my name. I replayed it to make sure it was me being called. LOL. I love watching your videos and seeing your interactions with everyone, including Randy. Hi, Randy.
Hello.
Your drawings are amazing. You're a truly talented artist. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. Thank you so much for showing us how to do all of the things that you do. You're such a talented artist, and I love watching you do your thing projects. Please let your viewers know that I appreciate them congratulating me for winning the pendant or bauble, as you call them. I tried to contact you through Instagram but could not figure it out, so back to the old snail mail, which works. You both keep up the great work and you are doing, and you will be very well known in the field of artists. You both deserve it. God bless. And then it goes on to her address and stuff. Oh. Congratulations so much, Nancy, on winning. Now that we've got your shipping info, we'll go ahead and get that shipped out to you. For everybody who's been a giveaway winner this month, we have not shipped them yet, so thank you for your patience with us, but we were just waiting for money to come in so we could afford shipping. So, yup.
I'll be honest, it's because you ain't pulled your head out of the spiral.
It's because I haven't pulled my head out of the Spyro costume, but also because I keep spending all of our money on the Spyro costume. I just keep thinking of things that I need for it. Okay, next package. I'm wondering how you purchased 26 gauge bulk antique copper wire, the new earring tutorial. When I look on the site, it blocks the option. I don't know. I deal with Joanna directly because we often will order like custom stuff, but I think what? We've got some trolling going on here.
Hey, I was about to do that.
Well, inappropriate. I don't know, I must be doing it wrong. I've asked questions using the sorry, Spirit. And also keep in mind, like, I wish I could show you guys, but I only get like this much. Like right now I can see Aaron, Spirits, and Derpies, and if I click on it, it freezes the screen. What is your deadline for getting your costume finished? A week ago. Yeah. Next question. Yeah, Star, that's a great. She says email Parawire about wanting to purchase certain items in bulk. So are you going to put some kind of scales or horns on the shoes? Yes. We will see how that goes though. So this is a package from Amazon Fulfillment Services. How many costumes have you made? For myself, this will be my 4th costume, but like big costume that I've made. But I've made, gosh, probably over 500 costumes over the past 10 years. But for other people, so, and not nearly to this level of extravagance. Like I would try to keep my costumes. What is this? Affordable for out of the booth.
How many costumes have you made?
At the Dance of Death.
Oh.
Thank you, though.
Yeah.
Oh, unwrap the present before opening this envelope. Doggy. Yeah, dog butt. They've been stressed out because Randy was upstairs recording all morning. Thank you for your inspiring videos and tutorials. I thought I would return the favor and buy you this book from your wish list. Oh, spoilers! I love soldering jewelry. Hope it will inspire you to make beautiful things. Much love, JS. What? Oh, yeah. Did he fart on you?
No, my hand's just.
Your hand's all wet?
Incredibly wet.
Yeah. Slaughtered Alchemy. I've been lusting after this book for like ages. It's Laura Beth Love is a fantastic artisan who her style of merging soldering with wire wrapping is just phenomenal.
Derek says, "Wish I could boot that dog butt."
Wish I could boop that butt. I'm gonna have to go through and read this. Oh, I cannot wait. This looks so cool. Applying patina. Eee! Yes. Okay, I'll be going through the. Thank you so much, JS. I cannot wait to learn these new techniques. My brain's been exploding with learning new things here lately, but there's always room for one more explosion. Okay, and now on to the bigger boy, Booper Snooter. Well, thank you so much. Hey, Randy. Nope, I got it. Ooh,
what is the date you and Wendy are going to an event where you're going to be wearing your costume?
Is it March 8th or 9th? Whichever one is the Saturday is the day that we'll be wearing the costume. But we'll be rolling in on Friday at some point. Honestly, it depends on how done the costume is. Brain explosions, right? Ooh. What? Also, I don't know what it. Don't. Hey, Sam, don't eat that.
Chill out.
What on earth?
It's either a rock.
Oh, a rock.
Or a really old milk dud.
No, I'm happy with either. That does look just like a milk dud, though. No, it's a rock. Okay. With your Etsy, I know the majority of your sales come from your YouTube following friends. If you did not have those, about how many sales would you estimate you would have? 0. Well, I don't know. There's a lot of folks who stumble through and buy my templates, or I don't know. Like, I don't know. That's a good question.
That went with that gift?
There was, but it has the receipt in it. It's unwrapped here. Like, it had the thank you note. Yeah. It had the thank you note on the bag. Beep, beep. Do, 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 do. That's a really good question, though. Holy crap!
So, how long did it take you to begin getting sales?
To what?
To begin getting sales.
A long time. Like, we had our Etsy store for a couple of years before we made any sales. Now, I was not good at pushing it. I focused primarily on sales out of our booth. And so, honestly, I can't even say that it took us a couple of years. It took me a couple of years to actually start consistently posting things. Like, if that makes sense. Okay. Dearest Bon and Randy, happy anniversary. For your temple room. Plan was to send what I made, but shipping was insane. Hope it reaches you in time. Sending much love, Bex. Thank you so much. This is going to be amazing in the temple room. Randy.
Without Etsy, would you have your own website and or eBay?
We did have our own website where we'd made sales.
We do have our own website.
And we do still, but I don't post the shop tab on our current website. Just takes you to our Etsy because it's easier to manage. But because like with Weebly, I had to pay extra to be able to manage like inventory or anything like that. Whereas on Etsy for free, other than the fees that they take out, like if you got 1 of something, you can put that you got 1 of something. If you got 10 of something, you can put you got 10 of something. And when it's sold out, it's sold out. Whereas on our main Oh, Spirit. Randy, have you been getting Spirit's question? She did a sad face.
I've been trying.
Randy's been trying. Can you try one more time for a Spirit? All
I'm
I'm
wrapping
seeing are
multiple
sad
wires
faces.
together. I keep getting beads on the base wire. How do I avoid it and keep the same spacing between the wires?
And you're not gonna like this answer. Practice. Lots and lots of practice. Just practice with like your tension, your hand position, possibly sometimes using tape or clamps. Um, November Next says this is the weirdest thing I've ever done in my life.
Okay, November.
Good for you, I guess. Don't buy anything from this. What? Mediator. Right on, Mandy. Right, Marcia. I'm delighted. Have people been sharing pictures of what they created from this month's craft crates? I used my finished stretchy Viper weed bracelet. Ah, right on, Jan. Honestly, I haven't checked the hashtag to see if anybody's used it yet. I've been sent quite a few pictures, but I don't know if people have been sharing them publicly. Aaron. I like eating gypsies. Can't understand how these doctors. Oh, Christy. How much did I miss? Not too much, Dawn. We just finished up our mail opening. I'm gonna open the box because I really want to see the fountain. This looks beautiful. Whoa, and a lot of styrofoam. Everything's in there though.
Okay.
I'll set it up and show it in my vlog. But thank you so much, Bex and Nancy and JS. Thank you guys so much. I left you a message on Patreon. Right on. We haven't checked our messages yet today, so we'll check that out.
How far ahead are you?
Aw, thank you, Hollow Storm.
I am seriously lagging.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're reading messages and they don't pop up here for another 45 seconds.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Gotcha, Abby. Thank you. Yeah. Holy crap! Over 130 inches of snow in February. Hey, Karen, how's it going? Yes, it is, Jim. It's going to be fantastic. I'm just going to have to figure out how to keep the cats out of it. Because Callie's a bit of mischievous. Sabrina asks where I got my earrings. I actually got these at the store here is called Romancing the Stone, but I think it's just Earthbound Trading.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you've ever wire wrapped a cabochon into an animal. I haven't, but I've seen some really amazing work where people. Well, okay, a correction. I've done one where it was like the tummy of an owl, if that makes sense. So, question about armors. Have you ever tried making samurai armor for anyone or for general cosplay? I haven't, but I've been very intrigued by it, and I think I'm finally getting to where I could, like. Really, Teresa? Holy crap. Begone, thought! Derpy. Any other projects you can do with cabochons other than wire wrapping? I have been guilty of hot gluing them to house planters. Like you can use them in sun catchers if the light goes through them. Like there's just I don't know, they're a decorative bauble that can be used basically anywhere. Right, Holly? Oh, I'm so glad to be helpful to you, Ursa. Ooh, I forgot I had rolled my pants. Sorry, I'm just looking at this project all over the table and I'm like, oh boy. I've got to get to work on this. It's weird because I've watched you for years and now I'm here talking. What? Well, I'm glad you're talking. Right on. I wish somebody sent some sunshine to California, tired of all the rain. Right, Carol? A lot of our friends in Tennessee are experiencing some pretty serious flooding as well. Alan says, any leather projects coming up? Well, other than
The Spyro.
the leather for the Spyro costume, um, yes. I don't know. I actually just recently followed along with Prince Armory's new tutorial, um, which if all y'all leather workers, did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all hear that chicken?
On the side of the house.
What the heck? Did it get in? It sounds like it's in. How did a chicken get in my house? Randy's taking care of it. Pourquoi? The fanoodle's under the table. Okay. Do you only do Comic Con or have you ever worked a Renaissance fair? We've vended at a couple of smaller Renaissance fairs, like the uh, Alabama Ren Fair in Florence, Alabama, which was like only a weekend. But I really prefer to just go to Renaissance festivals because they're frequently difficult to get into as a vendor because we're constantly being told. Actually, before you break that down, I was going to use it as a donation box for the stuff that you got.
Sounds good.
So if you want to set it by the cat's water, not on the dog. Get in the box, Sam. What were we talking about? Oh, we've tried and tried to get into Renaissance festivals, and they're always every time we're like, they reply to us, we already have a leather worker, we already have a chain mailer. We haven't tried punk rock shows, and we actually, Alan, we do have a tutorial out for snaps, leather snaps. I can't fit that on my head right now.
Oh.
It will not go on my head. I promise you. So I need to make my helmets bigger. Oh no, it doesn't just cram on, Randy.
It crams on.
Will you put it on?
No.
Why no?
Because it's had your head in it.
Like it's ever stopped you before. So yeah, we made his screen name on DeviantArt, where I've been following him for probably like 14 or 15 years, is Asmal, but his company name is Prince Armory, and he just posted a tutorial like in the past week or two on how to make this really cool leather helmet. I learned so much from him. I mean, I was initially inspired by his work to get into leather in the first place. I mean, it's fantastic stuff, and he's only gotten better and better over the years. And so I'm really excited for him to be posting tutorials because I'm like, I need to learn some stuff. So, into a roly-poly, right? Well, it's after making the helmet, I had so many different ideas for how to do like pauldrons and some different things. Have you ever worked with someone getting into wire wrapping over Messenger or something to try and figure out how to get a design to work? Often with my patrons, they'll send me pictures and stuff, and like, ouch, that brain fart actually hurt. They'll send pictures and we'll like discuss a little bit, but that's something that my friend Tracy was actually like, you're gonna have to start charging people for consulting because like we were over at her house for like a week for over the holidays, and just the amount of time that we were spending communicating with people, she's like, this is a full-time job on top of the 3 other full-time jobs that y'all have. And I was like, yeah, I know, but so I kind of I try my best to get back to people on Instagram and Facebook, but on Patreon it takes priority. There's a foot troll. They've got a cave troll. I just saw your video on Dutch Knots. Going to try that. Also signed up. All right, on. Well, thank you, Spirit. Also, just a note for March's Patreon. I don't know if Patreon's going to have their stuff together come March. So what we're planning on doing,
and we're still getting people being like, "Hey, I didn't get my thing."
We're still, now that it's the end of the month,
so
getting folks who are like, my package hasn't arrived, and we'll go back and look, and money was taken out. But on the 8th, whenever we were shipping, no. Like nothing had been processed. So March, instead of processing on the 8th, we're going to be processing on the 15th. So packages may become an end of the month thing. For
it's going to depend a lot on if Patreon gets its stuff together,
Yeah.
and actually does what
So
it's supposed to do.
I feel really kind of frustrated about that because I like getting it done and taken care of in the beginning of the month, but we've sent out, gosh, maybe 40 packages. You're really cute.
What did you have for breakfast?
Your Bane voice. Right on. Tasha says I got my craft cake like clockwork and I'm in love. Yes. Thanks for the heads up on it. For sure, patience. Yeah. And we'll be keeping everybody up to date as things progress. Why is Patreon so derpy right now? Aaron, I have no idea.
Ideas, but
we don't.
These are just speculations.
We can only speculate, and I don't know, but I know that if I pay money to something, like as a patron to people, when money gets taken out, I expect the services to be rendered because it's like we're doing a transaction here. Unless I'm only like a pledger that is like no reward or something, but and Patreon's supposed to be mediating that between the supporter and the artist, and they're just making it a bit complicated, and I don't know what's going on, but trying really hard to keep things going as smoothly as possible because we've really enjoyed working with Patreon. But if they keep making this stuff complicated, I'm going to have to figure something out because I don't do complicated not very well, not unless it's like a brain fart or something.
Yeah, Derpy, why are you so Patreon?
Why are you so Patreon, Derpy? Did you know that Hobby Lobby is carrying Parawire now? Yeah, at least the one here has been carrying them in their vintage section for a while, but are they like doing more than that? Because that's awesome for Parawire. I want them to make all of the money. They're good product, good people. Love it.
$5 to 20. It's all my fault.
Oh no. Yeah, and that's a very good possibility, Lisa, is that they're just getting really swamped. Okay. Do y'all want to see my toes?
I did not get the chicken out.
My dragon toes. It'd be weird. No, Randy didn't get the chickens. What are the price options for the wire wrapping crates? 20, 30, 40, and 50 for both of the wire wrapping and chainmail, and then dealer's choice, alternately or randomly sometimes, gets wire or chainmail.
Whatever we feel like sending.
Whatever we feel like sending you that month. That's why it's called dealer's choice. Yeah, now that the foot troll's gone. You want to see my feet? But no. So these are the toenails. What's up, babe?
I wanted to sign up for Patreon in March, but it charged me for February yesterday.
What?
And will charge me again at the beginning of March.
Send us a message and send Patreon a message because we have ours set up that it should not take out until the beginning of March when you become a pledger.
Yeah.
So, like, now keep in mind, not everybody's Patreon accounts are set up like that, though. Some of them,
some creators have it set up to where
you get charged automatically. Whereas
for us, that's too complicated.
Yeah, because it's like, how on earth are we supposed to keep track of that?
Whew. Especially if Patreon doesn't let us know.
Yes. Yeah. But yeah, so these are the toenails for my dragon feet, which I think I'm going to have Randy drill them. Drill my toes, babe. But like to put a hole in the bottom so we can set the LEDs in there so that they'll glow a little bit better. What?
Calm your memories.
No. Wanna breed? Sorry, I'm super rapey today. I don't mean to be. I just quit. Bye, guys. I'm done. I'm gonna go live in the woods. Me and my memory.
What if more people like a single dollar get?
Lots and lots of behind the scenes stuff. And I don't know, a warm fuzzy feeling. Hopefully.
In your heart.
I'll try to warm y'all should get the warm fuzzy feeling for warming the cockles of my cold bitter heart. Aaron. Hey, Kira. Thanks, JC. I'm really glad that you like it. I'm very excited, like obsessively so, about this. Really, Brissy, for our Patreon. Uh-oh. You gonna drill my toes?
I'm gonna drill your toes, yeah.
Huh. Well, that's a pretty serious problem, Brissy. Yeah, send us messages. Ooh, Patreon.
If you
Hey, Jim, thank you.
If you're pledging to us and we're not sending you things,
Yeah.
please let us know.
If you're pledging $20 or more and you didn't get sent something, you gotta let us know because otherwise we don't know. But we will try our best to get that taken care of for you.
And also make sure you're in the right tier that you want to be.
Yes, because sometimes it'll like if you don't select anything, it'll just put you into the. Oh, okay.
And also, if you haven't checked
right
your
on
thing since you redid your Patreon.
You kicking my toes? Can I use 3 of them? This one's stuck.
So I didn't grab it.
Oh crap! Why is it stuck?
My toe! Holy crap! Did you just screw that one up?
No. Some of it's stuck to the block. Huh. Any suggestions? Maybe going over, that'll be fine.
Do you want me to sand it outside real quick?
Nah. Why did it get sticky? Why did it stick? That's the one that I pulled out of the mold too soon. Is what happened. And it was still sticky. Why am I sticky? Okay, I gotta mark the center bottoms of these. Beep boop. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah, I wanted to be able to show people what my toes were gonna look like.
Didn't we already get the mail today?
I thought we did.
I wasn't supposed to give anybody a ride anywhere today.
Nope, I don't believe so. Neat. Oh, okay. No, wait, I need one of those big ones. Turn me.
What's a big one?
Yeah, one of the other ones that you grabbed. No, that was just a small one. No, that's a big one. Okay. Okay, we're back. Hey, Laura. Are you excited about your first vending event coming up? Is it your first one? All the different things you do, because some of the things you do, I love to do because of it. Right on, Frankie.
So much power!
Randy's back there practicing safe drilling. How long did it take to do the dragon claws? Honestly,
24 hours each.
24 hours each because it's a really slow cure resin. If I had been able to get my hands on more smooth on clear cast. I don't know. I can never remember. But it says on the bottle. Thanks, Lisa. But it cures in like 10 minutes, half an hour. You can unmold it. Tarnishing silver pieces, how to prevent it. Woo! For the tarnishing silver, I use it was for silver or copper. I use it's a microcrystalline wax called Renaissance wax. Now you do have to kind of reapply it. Wait, so did you take 10 full days to make 10 toes? For the ones that
10 sets, yes.
For 10 sets, yeah, but I was able to cast these two at the same time because they were 2 different molds. But I had to wait for this one to be cured before I could put this one in, if that makes sense. So these guys are going to be going on my toes. Spirit says if I pledged in February, I would get first crate in March, correct? Yes. Because the way it's supposed to work, the way Patreon is supposed to work and has worked for us for the past like year and a half, is if you pledge in February, you get charged on March 1st through 5th, depending on when they feel like it. And we send you a crate in March. So, Garner, you got the color by using alcohol ink. Super durable, though. So yeah, Randy just drills a little hole for the 5mm LEDs. I like working with amazing clear cast resin for a lot of things. It does take the same amount of time to cure. Yeah, right? So these bad boys. That's gonna be my toes. Now the only thing is I'm having to work on what angle I can put them in on. That way I can actually still walk without like my toes getting in the way, if that makes sense. But I don't want to be looking silly with like Velociraptor fighting toes. Yeah, look at their dragon feet. They're supposed to be big. And I'm making the cap.
Is still gummy.
Is he?
That's all get out.
And that's the one that cracked?
It's the one that was stuck to the...
Yeah, I may just have to recast them. It might have been too cold or something. Or I didn't get the mixture right.
Maybe.
But I want to make an interchangeable toe cap. That way it can go from being on these shoes, which are my competition shoes, to my day shoes. Which have a little bit more reasonable of a heel. Angela asks, I made a business page, but it is definitely good to pay to boost your page. How often, day, and per week?
What are you talking about?
I'm not sure if you're asking or stating, but I personally don't recommend paying money to get your page boosted because it's not
Like from where?
on Facebook.
Oh, definitely not.
Because it doesn't actually you might get more views on it, but it doesn't increase your organic like your actual engaged organic audience. Heels plus toe claws, danger zone. Yes. But that's just been our experience. So if you're having good results with it and it's actually translating into sales, because that was something too, is I've never once had it actually translate into sales. So
in fact, we had a little bit of a problem with them in that they gave us so much free.
Mm-hmm. So Facebook was like, here's a coupon, use it. And then we ended up getting charged.
We got charged, and on top of it, our views dropped dramatically.
Like almost by half after doing the paid promotion with their supposed coupon that we still ended up getting charged for.
And then we started receiving messages from people being like, are you still posting? I haven't seen any of your stuff.
Mm-hmm. And it's just, save your money, spend it on, I don't know, more beads or something. But the best thing that I found for good results on social media is consistent posting, a bit of branding, and looking into, like, especially on Instagram, what hashtags and stuff. Oh, y'all, you know I love you. I'm sorry. I'm just bad at being a person who's good at things. People-y. Music and monster noises. Sure, those toes will work when you walk normally the way the front of your feet go down. That's what I'm thinking, Christy. And that's why I was thinking, if I see how this shoe has like this slope, if I have the toe where it oh, that looks pretty cool, babe. Thank you, by the way.
Yeah.
If you have it, like this, it's not going to work. It needs to be, the tip of the toe needs to be in line with that curve. So I think I'm going to have the toes be like this, coming out of it, if that makes sense. Yep. So that way, whenever I walk, I don't know. We're going to try it. I'm drafting it in foam, and we're going to try it. And that's what we're doing right now. You don't have a dream catcher tutorial. I do not. Aw, well, thank you, Kane. Sand them to an angle. Oh, that's a really good idea. That's a really good idea. Well, and I can show you guys, on Randy's Saiyan armor, I had made like a foam boot cover.
Coming through.
Okie dokie. Hey, Randy. I love you. Why do you always look creeped out? Yeah, never mind. But yeah, you can see the way that the toe cover goes over the boot. So I'm going to be making a base like that.
When will you be playing a Spyro game over on my channel?
I don't know. As soon as Randy... I don't know. It's honestly not to... You're doing great. You notice me backpedaling quickly because I'm like, no, that's not... It's... As soon as I make the time for it, I'm sure Randy will be like, okay, let's do this. But it's... I gotta get done with Spyro, and then we've got March's Patreon, and then...
I don't always look accusing, but when I do,
you always look accusing. You're like, your personality test is like, oh, you're 50% judgy. Okie dokie.
Somebody's gotta judge all these hoes.
Oh my gosh, right, Kira? Somebody got it. What?
What?
Oh my lord. Hey, baby.
Mm. You baby, my God.
Ooh, yeah.
Spiral's
Can I have more
gameplay
coffee?
on my channel.
Ah, yeah. Everybody go subscribe to Randy. He's amazing. Guzzles coffee, right? Okay. Oh boy, I'm tired. I just look at this costume and get tired. And Randy does smile a lot, but especially when his mustache gets any longer than this, he can't really see his smile. He just looks very stoic. Cassie says, can I pledge for just 1 month to get a crate? I have less funds further into the year. Yes, I don't take it personally at all. If you want to pledge, then cancel, and then pledge, then cancel, you know your finances and your wants and needs better than anybody. So just that you're here hanging out with me, Cassie, is more than I could have asked for. So thank you so much. But yeah, and if there is like a reason that I'm not holding up my end of the deal and that's why you're canceling, please let me know. Like being polite about it is nice, but if it's like things are just consistently not coming on time, or you're like, nah, I'm just not digging it, gotta let me know, because otherwise I'm never gonna know. Oh, Marsha, she says, I'm such a muggle with you guys. Don't know half of your references, but love you all. We're a bunch of nerds. We'll convert you yet. But it's good to have a muggle about. It keeps us grounded. What are the gems on the belt made out of? Daniel, these were actually stained glass beveled squares. You can see I wanted something other than a cabochon. And I was going to, but I ran out of molding compound, make a mold of these so I could actually cast them solid out of resin. But they're just stained glass. Like, it was super durable. It was just clear glass that was pre-shaped that I painted with, right on, Aaron, that I painted with nail polish, same as the dragon eyes. Hey, Jody. Linda says, I signed up in January on Patreon and haven't received a crate. Oh no. Please send us a message. And also, crates only go out to the $20 and up tiers, but you may want to check and make sure that you're not in a no reward tier. Sometimes if you don't select the tier during the sign up process, it'll just like pigeonhole you into there. But you can go in and you can change that. It was $20. Okay, well, send us a message on Patreon, Linda, and we'll get that taken care of. Because oftentimes we can either send you like a huge crate to make up for the ones that we haven't sent, or we can track down the tracking info, because sometimes if it's international,
it just takes
a while. We've had a couple of people cancel because of customs. They're like, it gets here just fine, and then it gets lost in customs, or I have to pay extra, or it's just, and there's not a whole lot that Randy and I can do about that. She's in Virginia. But yeah, let us know, Linda, because also, like, we can send multiple crates, we can refund, like, we'll figure this out. So another muggle here. I love my muggles. Just that you guys even know what a muggle is, though, makes you less muggly than actual muggles, though. Like, I hope you guys know. Just subscribe to Randy's YouTube also within the next day and going, oh, really? Right on, JC. We hope we don't disappoint. Linda says, where do I send a message? There should be a spot where if you go on the app or on the computer, Melody, where you can click and there'll be like my creator page and like my thing. I'll have Randy show us whenever he gets back, but there should be a spot where you can just click and it'll have a drop down and it'll have message on there, or even any way that you can send us a even like on the community page.
hot.
Hello, nurse. Thank you.
I was talking about me, not the cow.
Well, yeah, you are. If you do Excited Mark Patreon, it'll take you to the link. Nicole, that's very helpful. Make sure you're in the overview tab on Patreon, and the left side has a more prompt, and drop down a message. Thank you guys so much. Like, I don't know how I could do what I do without you guys. Maybe it's time to do a tutorial on how to Patreon, right? Well, last time I did one, they changed everything. So, okay, what were we doing?
Yeah.
Toes. Making my feet, 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 making my feet.
Oh golly.
Hmm.
Nina says, seriously, what if the chihuahuas are guarding the kitchen from the cats?
Holy crap.
I'm gonna have problems pet sitting this time.
Oh no. Okay, so the challenge too is going to be making a toe plate that suits both of my shoes. This one's the shorter of the two, so I'll make it sized to that one. I'm going to get a fresh piece of foam. I'll be right back, guys. Excuse me, somebody. Okay, we've got some 5mm. I'm going to get...
+1 for Patreon tutorial. Been looking into that one for the future.
Right on.
Toot all the truckos.
Mm-hmm. Choo choo. Okay, got the heat gun plugged up. Ooh, got some cloth.
Okay, no one do anything for 3 minutes. I gotta put the twins down for a nap.
Colleen, you are my spirit animal. I hope to be all Courtney. Right on, Amanda. We're the only in here again. Erin's out breaking knees to get, or breaking thumbs actually, to get other people out of it.
Wait, what? What have I missed?
And she's just like, haha, now I'm the only Erin in here.
Oh.
She's out there breaking fingers to get him off of the live stream. You do something about that squeaky chair. We greased it up, Melody, and I guess I might be over the weight limit or something. This chair is not happy about its lot in life, and it is protesting loudly. Ooh. That's an interesting thought, Teresa. Okay. Before I get more distracted, again.
The Aaron Wars.
The what? The Aaron Wars? Nice. Now, I actually really prefer just a regular graphite mechanical. If you type !Jim, it'll actually come up with Jim's info. Hey, Nanny. That is scale mail. That's gonna be hanging over my front.
Are you saying the front of your legs?
From like,
I know what you're saying.
it's a loincloth. That, yeah. Sorry, I don't know why I'm like this. Who, hot? I know why I'm like this, because I like to make Randy laugh.
Stop, you're killing me.
Oh no, don't die. But did you die? I completely lost my lines. There we go. So I'm just making stuff up right now. Also, which side of the shoe is this for? Do we know? This is the left.
Why 2 pair of shoes?
I'm wearing 2 different pairs of shoes because in my heart, these are the most perfect shoes in the whole wide world, and they're amazing and perfect for everything. But in my feet, legs, butt, and lower back, these ones are a lot more comfortable to wear for like 8 hours. So that's why 2 pairs of shoes. Someone was asking about coil cutting pliers, if they're worth it or not. I'm not sure what they mean by coil cutting pliers. Like flush cutters are always worth it. Yeah, the train's like 3 houses down from us. Right? Tashers is like, oh my god. Yeah. No, I've been practicing wearing the wedges around the house, and I've actually gotten a lot better. I can wear those ones for about like realistically 30 minutes standing nonstop, but I wore them for like 4 hours one day where I'm like sitting and getting up and like, right? So yeah, it's a barefoot hippie. Except for when it's cold. I like some good wool socks in my moccasins. Oh, excited mark, Jim.
Jim?
Jim?
They call him
Jim?
Jim? Why are you keeping the horn and stars on the shoes?
I just haven't painted them yet. They're sculpted from epoxy sculpt.
Coffee Buzz, Von does the happy dance.
I actually haven't had a sit. Well, it's probably from Chug-a-Lug and the old stuff. I need to get one of those things that Lauren has.
It's an exclamation mark.
Do what?
It's an exclamation mark.
What is? Oh, excited mark?
I'm pretty sure it's an excited mark.
Yeah,
That's what I was taught.
In southern Tennessee, it's taught as the excited mark.
Right.
With Ollie hair from Poor Dogs, I just get furry paws, right, patience?
If it's anything my first grade teacher did right, it was telling me that it's
excited mark.
Excited mark.
Oh boy. So I've cut out this super rough shape. About coil pliers. I'm not entirely certain. So semicircle-ish, semicircle, and then I'm cutting like just a tiny little pizza wedge out of here, out of the front, because that will let us do a little bit of a dart over the toe, if you see how that works.
I got bad news Friday. I'm
Oh,
sick
no.
for a week from being so ill the past 4 months, and I am too ill. Well, when I'm probably won't stay a while.
Okay, so I had to do a little bit bigger. Hey, Jordan, do you ever go to Columbus, Ohio for any cons? We used to for Ohio Con, but it just feels so far away, and they won't have us back in, which I'm very distraught about because I loved that convention. But yeah, we're just doing a little bit of a dart in sewing terms. Oh, Michelle. Or Colorado. I've never been to Colorado for a vending event. I went to Colorado with my marching band in high school, like for 3 years, like once every 3 years. Where do you get the Celtic bales for your pendants? Amazon. They have them on there in like a mixed pack. Okay, so real quick, I'm gonna get this drawn. I need my template folder. That chair has gotten full on squeaky again. And I leveled up my organizing skills. Oh, I played the flute. I always wanted to be in color guard though, but I've been keeping all of my templates and resin notes and just everything in a folder. So this has been working out really well. So this way I can decide if it works after putting it together.
Oh, okay. So for a second, probably 35 seconds ago, it got real fuzzy.
Oh, did it?
How many pieces are you going to make for the completed style?
Quite a few. I need my rack.
Why?
Because it helps form it. Yeah, this is my rack. Right on, my dad played the trombone.
Lauren's 1-year-old said, "Hey, hold on."
There's a sec, I can't hear you over the heat gun. Okay.
Those are big ears.
These are boobs. Bobbies. All right on, Aaron. Very cool. Randy played the tuba mouthpiece for a day, but Miss Rosen, the band teacher for that school, was batshit crazy. And for a band teacher, she was crazy.
like day one throwing music stands
Mhm.
at kids, kind of.
Yeah.
I got out. I judged pretty hard.
Yep. Randy cast judgment and left.
Aaron's 1-year-old said, "Hey, Vaughn."
Ah! What's her baby's name? Hey, Aaron's baby. Feel like a bad friend that I don't know that information off the top of my head, but okay. So I used to use hot glue.
Oh, my husband's a band teacher, and wait, no, never mind. He's band teacher.
Yeah, no. Well, anybody who tries to get elementary or middle school age kids to do something in coordination together willingly is nutter butters, like straight up. And if they aren't to start with, they soon get there because it's herding cats. It's herding cats with loud instruments and a percussion group in the background who just hit stuff always, not necessarily very well or in time with each other, but oh, there's noise to be made and they're making it. I wanted to be in percussion too, but I think that would have ended in a very different bond.
The 1-year-old son is Carmen.
Carmen, right on. Hey, Carmen. Okay. So I've got some packaging.
Hot glue isn't tough enough. Learn the hard way. Costume fell
Right.
apart in the wrong time.
Yeah, well, it's this is just pattern drafting. Like I only use barge whenever I'm making stuff for out of foam to wear. I didn't really like marching band. Right on. It was miserable, but I loved it, if that makes sense. But now I use packaging tape when I'm drafting patterns. It's very easy to remove. Instant, you don't have to hold stuff together. You don't have to wait for anything to dry. Just holds it just like that. And I do one on the outside and one on the inside. This is how I've been drafting patterns for this entire costume, is just with foam and packaging tape. And this way, it'll hold kind of its shape while we come through and decide how we're going to have that shaped. Hush, Peppers, it's just literally just the chicken in the driveway. You'll be all right. Okay, I feel like I need to extend it back a little bit further so that it sits in line with the actual shoe, and then it needs to come up a little bit more.
Let's see how big a boy you are.
So I've gone ahead and made the mark. And I'm just coming in with my scissors because, again, I'm not real worried about ultra clean lines or anything like that. But now we've got the curve. So, how can I change my handle to patio? I'm not entirely certain. I don't know how to change a YouTube name. Awkward Life says, I went to college to be a band director for a while until I realized I was no cat herder. Right? And that's... I just don't have the patience for it. Like it, oof. I'd be throwing batons. Karen, thank you. I don't know, there's a lot of really talented costumers in this area. And so I'm still, even though I'm giving this my all, I'm still really nervous about whether or not I'm even going to place. So, but it's going to be a lot of fun to go and hopefully to meet some of y'all there at the convention and to get to catch up with old friends. And just the whole experience is going to be great. I've had such a blast and learned so much from this costume that I'm just excited to have done it at this point. Karen says, how or what do you get when you win? Well, whoever ends up winning.
Yeah, what boy are you now?
What's up?
He went out and barked at the chicken so that you can peck him on the nose.
Oh, God. Pepper or nutmeg?
Nutmeg.
Oh, she's sassy. She'll tell you what for. I think Best in Show gets $1,000, which, not gonna lie, that would be really nice. And then like it goes down from there. They were higher. It was when we had checked like a couple months ago, it was 1,500 for Best in Show, which I was like, that would be really nice because there's other conventions like the ones that we've done in Memphis. Best in Show gets $100. So I'm like, that's a huge amount of money for just dressing up. But again, this has taken like all of my personal funds have been dumped into this costume by Heckens lots. So let's see.
How'd you make your earrings?
I made them by going to Earthbound and buying them.
No, you did not make them.
I did not make them. Right on. Oh, that's fair, Laura. No, and I'm a little worried because it's, I don't know if it's the same group of judges or the same software or what as when we competed at VisionCon with my Capricorn piece. And it's not quite hugging the tip as much as I want it to. Like there's a little too much space in there and it's not rounded enough. So I'm going to fix that. But I came in second at VisionCon and was fine with it, except for on Sunday, quite a few people who were like
every judge except for one,
very administrative or had been judges or stuff came up and they were like, you were supposed to get Best in Show. And I'm like, this does no good telling me this now because I have a second place like you need to take care of that if people who are, because like my friend Lauren, who I was worried, like I was like, she could beat me like in this costume contest. Didn't even place. And I was like, because that didn't make sense. But I don't know. I could go on and on for all the things that were just weird about. Lauren and I were both signed up in the Masters Division, one right after each other. And we were judged by two separate groups of judges. And I'm like, how is that going to work? If we're in the same division, we need to be judged by the same people. Like, I understand having separate judges for, beginner and intermediate, but, for different divisions, if that makes sense, but not separate judges for, it's like, how are they going to compare notes if they didn't even look at the same stuff? I don't know. So I'm not counting on anything. Yeah, that's going to be a lot better, I think. I just whittled a little bit more out of the toe. More packaging tape. Actually, more heat. Now, the only thing bad about the packaging tape is it does not take being heated very well. It'll just shrink wrap and curl right up on itself, which is fine because we're only drafting patterns right now. We're already had our booth moved. Oh, really? Well, I don't know. Are they shuffling stuff around? We've still been getting emails that they've still got vendor booths available at Branson. So they might just be doing some last minute shuffling. I haven't, Karen. Hazelnut. Ooh. Oh yeah, I forgot I had coffee. Perfect drinking temperature. Thank you, Randy. This is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the butternut?
Toffee.
Yeah, that's good. I think that's my favorite. Sounds good. We gotta pick up the kiddo shortly. Right on, Amanda. Okay, so I've carved out a bigger V before I get it shaped around. I'm gonna update the pattern because I think I'm gonna end up having it come a little bit further that way. And it's a much deeper V. Why do you always laugh?
What?
I said, why do you always laugh?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
Well, my game is so funny. Soda water bottle in the bathroom.
Snow and ice all next week. Oh no. It will be so cool to see you. Okay.
Oh.
It's got the tape on it. What's up, baby?
There was a time.
There was a time. Do you have that stuck in your head still?
Yep.
We were Swiss lovers in a past life. Yeah. Okay, so that's starting to come out a little better, maybe. What do you think, Randy?
It's getting closer.
Because I really wanted it to hug,
Yeah.
honestly. So it looks like we'll just need to shave off. Shave it.
Yeah, it'll be right after I'm done with this Kingdom Hearts game.
What's that?
When I do my next one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think he's been doing really good just busting out a video a day. Sometimes more. He also does behind the scenes stuff for the main channel too now.
At like 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah, at random times.
Well, that's when we
Oh, that sits much better. Yeah, just shaving it down. What do you think, babe?
Yeah, that's a little closer.
Because I wanted to stay sleek as much as I could. And I may modify this too. Instead of one deep V in the front, we may do a V on each side. So yeah, this is what I've been doing for the whole costume.
The way I see it is, I'm not monetized. It's not going to hurt me to put out a video at 1 in the morning.
Right? Oh no, this is hurting the monetization that I don't have. I know. But yeah, and it works on both of the shoes. I actually really like it on this one. Check it, babe.
Yeah. You do indeed see me grinding away on Dokkan Battle.
Yep. Randy's always got something going to this game. And I'm wearing 2 different shoes throughout the day with the costume. Because like I had talked about a little earlier, these ones I absolutely love and are definitely the photo shoot shoes and stuff. But these ones are going to be the standing for 8 hours at the convention shoes. So
I don't do Twitch streaming because our internet's
super duper bad. Okay, so that works on both of the shoes. So now we get to recut out the pattern. Oh, that's the belt. Oops.
And no, I haven't played Arkham.
Swiss lovers in the past life. Yeah.
Arkham.
But yeah, this is where I do all of my trial and error on foam before even cutting into the leather. Even if it's something that I already have a pattern for, I'll still draft it out and try it on. What's
I
that,
did the
babe?
worst ADD. Took my dog potty, grabbed the mail, then remembered I started brewing some tea. Forgot I left you playing and heard you talking and was like, who's in my house?
That's funny. We got Swiss lovers in a past life. Yeah.
Nina wants to know if you would be interested in receiving a pair of shoes.
Ooh, maybe. I do love shoes.
You would probably like the shoes.
I love shoes.
I've been watching her videos.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
She's doing the decluttering challenge.
Right.
I'm amazed at how many shoes she has, honestly.
That's gonna be me in a minute.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mean to. Okay. So now, instead of... That was left foot draft 1. Let's try this again.
What polymer clay do you use?
I really like Primo Sculpey.
Where do you get it?
I get it from Sculpey.com as well as Fire Mountain Gems. Or in a pinch, I'll go to Michael's, Joann's, or Hobby Lobby, especially when they have them on sale.
What do you bake it on?
I bake them on anything from ceramic tiles to a stone pizza dish to Like just a regular like cookie sheet.
Do you do it in your own oven?
I do. I do cook it in my own oven. I wear a size 7.5. I can't hear you laughing from here, so I don't think. Okay. So now instead of doing the snip on the front, I'm gonna try excuse me, darting on the sides.
I'm sure you're thanking me for getting the song stuck in your head too.
Yeah. I don't learn that song. So yeah, quick little messy darts just to see what works. Because I wanted a flat base to be attaching the claws to also. Rack. Which honestly, I don't even know if I need that right now. It just keeps me from burning the stuff underneath it.
My toaster oven also works though.
Mm-hmm. Whenever I do smaller batches, I'll do it in the toaster oven, but if it's too big for the toaster oven, I just pop it straight into my regular. I just always make sure to completely preheat first, and then just try to not burn anything in it if you can help it.
Careful with the heat. I'm not sure if we're talking about what you're doing now or the polymer clay.
Mm. So I'm just shaping. For sure, love yourself. Just changed my main on YouTube. So if on Google Chrome you click the picture in the upper right corner, go down to settings, there'll be a link to change your name there. Right on. Bye, Cassie. Thanks for hanging out. These are, Mandy. This is my rack. This is how I shape leather or thermoplastic or foam boobs. So
I have seen her put material on it and just start chanting rack.
Yep.
Doesn't do a lot. But...
No, it's fun though. I don't know, it looks like I may need a dart in the center as well.
Jim says you need a vacuum chamber.
Oh my gosh. Yes, that would be so nice. I need a warehouse to put a vacuum chamber in. Yeah, I think I prefer spreading the darting out between the 3 instead of just the 1. It's getting like a more even curvature. Hey, Randy. Could you text Zach to see what's up? He's calling.
Oh.
I think he might be calling about the scale mail. Loud noises. Okay. But yeah, so it's so much of what we've been doing has been practice drafts. It's gotten to the point that I'm actually dreaming about working on the costume, which I'll tell you what's frustrating is waking up in the corset not being done. I was so mad that day that I finished the corset because I was like, this is crap. Because I had worked literally like in my dream all night. Right, Sparky? Well, it's normally, honestly, I'm usually off by now because I usually only do like an hour-long stream. Cool. Yeah. I like that. I think that's it. We'll clean up the lines, and then you all right, babe?
Yeah, I was looking away, and then that scared the hell out of me, and I just there's a dent in the roof now.
What? Because I'm actually going to be installing a snap on each side. That's going to be interesting to do.
Show breastplates.
There we are. Right, the time just gets away from me. That's all right though. But yeah, so there's the toe of our shoe. And that will work for both of them. And so, yep. We'll be getting footage of the rest of this though, but I do think I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go if there will be, Erin. I've been getting footage of all of this stuff. I did, Jordan, though I just bought 6-inch acrylic spheres off of the Amazon. But we're doing another giveaway on Thursday, so to participate, be sure to
wait until this video is done.
Wait until this video is over, and then leave a comment, and that'll put your name in the hat for next week. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Like, I'm so obsessed about this costume. I've got to like focus in hard. But thank you guys so much though for hanging out, and I will see y'all in tomorrow's video. Happy crafting.